While speaking at an event this week, former Republican Representative Liz Cheney actually said something that was succinctly brilliant. Wasn't overly wordy. She didn't struggle to make her point. She got right down to the heart and explained what is wrong with politics in America today, specifically Republican politics in America today. So let me read this statement that honestly blew my mind that it came from somebody like Liz Cheney, who, by the way, before I read it, I got to point out, I'm not one of these people that suddenly started fawning over Liz Cheney just because she hates Donald Trump. Liz Cheney is not a good person, okay? I do not like Liz Cheney, and I would never ally myself with Liz Cheney. Having said that, I'm also big enough to admit when she says something that is 100% correct. And here is that thing that she said that is 100% correct. What we've done in our politics is create a situation where we're electing idiots. Like, yeah, 100%. I cannot disagree with you on that. But if you're trying to both sides it, I think, yes, I would argue that. But on the right, with the Republicans, 100%, like y'all are just electing idiots. You're putting idiots up in the primaries. They're somehow winning the primaries. Then they're winning generals. You and your party are electing idiots. She does continue briefly. And so I don't look at it through the lens of, is this what I should do or what I shouldn't do? I look at it through the lens of, how do we elect serious people? And I think electing serious people can't be partisan. Because right now it is, honestly. You know, you look at the left, right? Let's talk about Democrats for a minute, just in case anybody wants to say, there's idiots on the Democratic side. Sure, there's idiots. But we ain't got nothing even close to what's on the right. And when you talk about the people on the left that Republicans love to pick on and act like they're stupid, people like AOC, who was actually, a pretty brilliant student back when she was in school, people like Rashida Tlaib. Oh, people like Ilhan Omar, and they say, oh, she married her brother. No, she didn't. But these are people who piss off the right because they actually have ideas. They actually have ideals. They actually have standards. They actually have things they want to do in office. They want to help people. Now, on the Republican side, y'all got actual idiots. Y'all have got people that are, in my opinion, dangerously stupid. I don't even have to say the names, and I know that the names that I want to say are already popping up in your heads. You know them. We could honestly recite them together. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan, Louis Gohmert, Paul Gosar, Tommy Tuberville, Rick Scott. The list is endless of the idiots on the right. Because Liz Cheney is right, and y'all are electing idiots. But let's not pretend that this is a new phenomenon, okay? Because I think that is the one area where Liz Cheney might be a little misguided. I mean, the reason anyone knows who Liz Cheney is because everybody knows who her father was, and everybody remembers the man that her father served as the vice president for, right? You gonna sit there and pretend like we didn't elect idiots when George W. Bush became president of the United States for 8 years? Like, that was Republicans. Y'all did that, and that man was painfully stupid. I mean, genuinely a stupid person. So it goes back a lot further than Republicans would like us to remember. And between where we are today and where we were with George W. Bush, we also had Christine, I'm not a witch, O'Donnell. We had Sarah Palin. We had some of the dumbest knuckle-dragging Republicans out there. But it didn't start with George W. Bush either. I mean, everybody mocked Ronald Reagan for not knowing where he was at any given point. All the parodies of him show him as a bumbling, stumbling idiot. Same thing with Gerald Ford. Richard Nixon, I don't think he was stupid, but he was corrupt as hell. So let's just say the stupidity started with Gerald Ford. It didn't start with Trump. It's not going to end with Trump, but it certainly has become more visible today than it was in the past, obviously, because of social media, because of everybody having a camera in their pocket. We get to see more of it than we did in the past. But it is mostly a Republican thing, and they've got a more than 40-year history to prove that they do keep electing idiots, And they've been doing it for more than a generation.
Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.